What's been a challenge to get across to some degree is that, you know, we're a phone call away, we're an email away. We pass our information out, and we're always actually eager to hear questions and thoughts people have. Sometimes we get local insights that are that we didn't expect, that actually, you know, make significant improvements to the project, and it's really been a community-based development, in the sense that we're trying to do something that works for the community. Well, I think the first distinction, which comes at a surprise to a lot of people, this is not Cape Wind. So Cape Wind was proposed 20 years ago for Nantucket Sound. Significant viewshed impacts in many people's view, lacking the policy structure and framework that was necessary to pursue these big goals that we have of climate change and emissions reductions. So while the Cape Wind saga unfolded, the feds, the states, and the local towns even started to do the hard work to really have their input and plan out how these things would work. So a major distinction is we're about 15 miles south of the island. It's about 35 miles south of Cape Cod. That area that we're in was selected through a multi-year stakeholder process led by the federal government, bringing in all interests to the table and determining the optimal places to put the energy infrastructure that we need to transition to a clean energy economy. That's the number one piece. And the number two piece, I think, it's important to know that every element of onshore and nearshore construction has been designed to minimize impact. The project will be nearly invisible at its conclusion. Most notably for Koval's Beach and the beachside area. Cape Cod lives and dies by its beaches. Horizontal directional drilling will put this cable so deep below the beach that it'll be out of the human environment permanently. It's about 30 feet below the beach at the tide line. That has a bunch of valuable purposes. Keeping it out of the human environment, ensuring long-term burial, also no disruption to the beach at surface level. So there's sensitive species in the nearshore and onshore area. By drilling basically magically deep below the beach, the way it's been done at Woods Hole to lay the cables to power Martha's Vineyard, you virtually eliminate shoreside impacts to any kind of sensitive species. And the third major piece is off-season work. We're not going to be in people's hair when the traffic's already bad. That's been a major stipulation of Barnstable to ensure that we minimize disruption. The conversations we've been having with town council and with town staff over the better part of a year resulted in a host community agreement that's going to deliver tens of millions of dollars worth of revenue supports to the town to help solve some of the long-standing environmental problems that they see down the road. And it also has ensured a really special kind of collaboration. When you're talking about public works, you're talking about an infrastructure project. Knowing that on both sides of the table there are parties that are interested in working with each other and that benefit from working with each other, minimizing traffic impacts, maximizing the ability to co-locate utilities while we put our infrastructure in to save the town costs, to minimize the need for future road openings. It's been a really great case study in the way to work with communities, and we've been really proud of the relationship we have with Barnstable. Well, so Barnstable has a unique role in this, and in addition to the revenue supports that are coming with the project, and the things I mentioned, collaborating on some of the utility projects as best we can with public works in town to minimize costs, share resources. They'll be repaving. Koval's Beach is actually kind of a beat-up parking lot at the moment, and I know that the town has a really robust capital improvement plan. These things are on the list. They're probably a few years out, and they'll cost the town money to do. Repavement of the parking lot at conclusion, and then in addition to that, we're going to be supporting the reconstruction of the bathhouse there. This is a bit of an enhancement to the beach experience. I think we wake up every morning hoping that the model for project development that brings all interests to the table and is honest and available and efficient is the number one thing we hope to set in this project. First and foremost, we need more energy resources in the region and the country. Secondly, we need renewable energy resources. And we need to work in those environments in a way that works for everyone. And if as our success builds, we hope that other than the finances and the engineering and all those other elements that are important, people understand that working with the communities that you work with is what builds the best project for everyone.